Hi, welcome back to the K-Word. It's been a week since I left Abu Dhabi. Things have changed quite drastically, including the background. And there's a slight change in clothes. So what I thought I would do for you today is give you a little bit of an update and give you a little bit of tour of my apartment. So in the last week, I've started at school. I've gotten to know my students. I have also gotten to know the most amazing staff I've worked with for a wee while. And I moved into my apartment. But I guess what you need to know is that this is kind of similar to what I lived with when I was in Ukraine. So we affectionately call them like the part of the old Soviet buildings, okay? And there's a few really cool parts about it. So what I thought I would do today is give you a little bit of an update because I moved in 3 nights ago and it's still a little bit sparse at the moment, but I don't plan on adding too much, especially not after cleaning up in Abu Dhabi. So what I'll do is I'll take you on a tour. So let's start here. This is the entranceway. What I really like about these doors is they've got double locks. And not only do they lock in here, but they lock up and down as well. And there's about 3 or 4 bolts that go in. So those are pretty cool. But when you turn in here, this is where you get the introduction. And this is what I like about Kazakh customs and cultures. Shoes come off right here. But I've also got a cupboard for jackets because I'm gonna need those. So let's go down here first. So this is my bedroom. So I'll give you a little bit of a nosy around and that's it. It's probably just a tad bigger than the studio in Abu Dhabi, which is hilarious. So now I'm going to take you out to one of the bonuses that I really like about ex-Soviet buildings, and that is the little balconies that you go out here. So I have a door, which means that I'm double glazed away from the cold, which I hear is coming. But then we go out here. Now, it's a little reminiscent of Abu Dhabi because of the towers. But what I love about it is that the fly screen's up, but you can absolutely see how beautiful NurSultan is today. I'm enjoying the crisp as mornings where it's nice and fresh. And then you get these beautiful, brilliant days that when you're in the sunshine, it's just lovely. Okay, so I've just come in through the bedroom and now I'm heading down the hallway. So I'm quite enjoying the carpet because, of course, I had carpet rugs in Abu Dhabi, but I had moved those on. So you've got your stock standard bathroom, okay, and as per normal, let me just turn the lights on for you. There's no window, which is fine. So I'm still in the process of unpacking and finding places for everything. Okay, but what I'm enjoying right now is that towel rail is heated. And I am enjoying that right now. So let's pop back out of here. And this is where my life changes drastically. This is my living area. I have not had something so big and so beautiful in just a long time. Now, part of my deal with my landlord is that the furniture is provided. So it's not 5-star, but that's fine with me. I've already hooked up my Apple TV, and as you all know, I'm a Kiwi, and so my Kiwi is proudly in place. All right, let's move back. TV's struggling a little bit, but hey, I'm not complaining. Now, mind my little rubbish pile. I haven't quite gotten as far as the rubbish bins just yet. But this is my kitchen. I am a bit stunned, to be honest. Now again, ex-Soviet building, so I have another balcony out there. But for me at the moment, the fact that I have got bench space, I've got all the appliances I could possibly want. The only problem is I'm missing my dishwasher that I had in Abu Dhabi, but you know, new challenge. But when we come through here, again, we've got the next balcony. So let me shift that back. And it's a similar view, it's just 2 rooms over. So you've just had a little wee tour around my apartment. I probably could have a massive party in here and probably wouldn't even notice how many people were in here. It's so big. What I'm loving about it is that if for some unfortunate reason Kazakhstan locks down again because of COVID-19, I'm going to be in heaven because there's so much room in this apartment. So what the next part of this vlog is going to actually have a look at today is some of the programs that I'm using at school. And I'll show you those up close and personal when I move on to my laptop. So what I thought I would share with you today is just the phonics program that I'm using. Now, I'm trained in a different phonics program, so I'm just going to cruise with the schools program. And at the moment, we're using Marshall Cavendish. And they've got a program called First Steps. So this is the program that we're going to be using. So remember, this vlog is about an international teacher, about a traveling international teacher. And one of the crucial things that you need to remember is that when you move to a new school, you actually just go with the flow. Now, I can incorporate some of the other teachings that I have on phonics into it, but I'm also going to use the resources that the school is encouraging me to use. So one of the crucial things that you have to remember is that currently I'm teaching a grade 1 class. Now, there's a mixture of cultures and a mixture of ability. So my job as their teacher is to keep them fully actively engaged in the learning that they're doing. So for us, we're going to be using First Steps. Now, the exciting part is that all the First Step books arrived in our school yesterday. And the next story that I'm going to be using with the children, because we've been using online resources up until the books arriving yesterday, and we're going to be reading a story called Where is Daddy? Now, the awesome part about it is that I have this story online, so I can share it with my online children because we're doing a blended form of education where we've got children at home and we've actually got children in the classroom. Now, here the laws are only 15 in the classroom. We're lucky we're not at that level, which is really good. So we'll be reading this story. There's a little wee tale that goes with our lessons for the last week. So on Thursday, I opened up a story that was called 5 Funny Fat Frogs. Now, when you're looking at the letter F, it can be a little bit of fun when you start putting a whole lot of words together. And what I'm really enjoying about it is that the children have now got workbooks, okay, where they can practice writing, but they can also practice colouring. And these were our frogs that we got to know the other day. Now, the funny thing about these frogs is there's a song that goes with it. And we had the children singing that song in class and they begged for it a second time. It was super cute. I'll put a tiny little snippet in it because I don't really want to break copyright rules. So I'll put a tiny little snippet of what the song kind of looked like. But I need you to know that with a group of not quite 6-year-olds and 6-year-olds, they were having a whole lot of fun. So I've brought my books home this weekend so that I can get all my planning done. It's all done for me, but as a teacher, it's my job to read through it so that I know how to present it. Because I'm going to be presenting this to the children in class and the children online. So that's just a little hint about what we're doing. Plus my apartment. Now, I'm super happy with my apartment because it's like 6 times the size of what I was living in Abu Dhabi. Right, let's talk apartments. My apartment in the United Arab Emirates. I got an accommodation allowance, which was part of my package with my previous school and contract. I had a certain amount that I had a year. So I had an allowance of, gosh, what, 36,000 a year, I think it was. And I topped that up. So it topped it up to about 40,000. And that was okay. That gave me the opportunity to find a studio, which is the studio that you've seen in previous vlogs. Coming here was a little bit different. So my school went out and found my apartment for me. So I spent the first 3 nights in the school dormitory, it was fine. It was a bed, there was a shower, that was all I needed, and I could walk to school. Having come out of the United Arab Emirates, walking to school is a bit of a novelty, depending on where you live. So this particular apartment here that I'm in, I can convert it into dirhams, which is probably a little bit easier because here we're on Kazakhstan tenge, and you're probably going to have to start doing some converting like I have to. So currently at the moment, my apartment here is going to cost about 170,000 tenge a month. Now that works out to be 1,500 dirhams a month. Kind of blew my mind when I did the conversion because I've now got something absolutely humongous in comparison to my tiny little box. So I'm doing a nice little happy dance at the moment, and you're going to find a little bit more as we continue on this journey together. That the cost of living is significantly lower here in Kazakhstan. Okay, there are definitely some challenges that are coming my way. I'm not naive enough to think that I'm not going to struggle at some stage. So that's the difference in apartments. So my apartment in Abu Dhabi, that tiny little box that you saw on previous vlogs as I was packing up, that was costing me about 3,400 dirhams a month. This one's costing me 1,500 dirhams a month, and it's humongous. So there's the cost comparison that gives you an idea, okay? And we're dealing with Kazakhstan tenge. Interesting notes, very easy to spend, but we'll do that in another vlog where you get to find out about the notes and kind of how quick money is quickly spent. So join me next week on the K Word when we start exploring NurSultan. And I've already had some sites and things pointed out to me by my wonderful colleagues at school of the places that I need to go and have a look at. Now, I'm already bordering on a very unique area, so that might just be a quick walk around and show around of this closest area to where I live. But I need you to stay tuned, and I'm hoping that you have subscribed to the K Word and that you've turned notifications on so that you know when I drop the next vlog into YouTube. Remember, it's at the same time, but it's just from a different time zone. So what was 4 p.m. United Arab Emirates is now 6 p.m. in Kazakhstan time. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications, like the vlog, and I'll see you next time.